touch the ball, it's over, call it close, but we all know what this is gonna be. You came and failed the test, you met the best, expected chess, but got monopoly. I came and bought you out, I knocked you out, I cropped you out with no apologies. I am the hope, the heart, the faith, the spark, the one who will fulfill the prophecy. I just been counting, never lounging, climbing up mountains, bouncing back. Step in the ring, about you step back. They'll learn hot when I get on the track. I like it louder the most, watching all these shit just bow down to the goat. If I can't decide, I'ma probably get both.
That last piece makes me laugh because I know for a fact we had to do a real quick tech run, and I don't know if Logan actually remembers the story that I want to tell, but it's going to be interesting, man. I'm very excited tonight. It's the first artist that we've technically had on the show, but also a very good friend of mine and someone that's clearly doing me a favor here. My name is Eric Zachary, Beyond the Front Row. If you don't know what it is, man, it is think of it as a video podcast, if you will, with like little cool production sprinkles all over it, trying to make me feel like I'm actually, like I learned, like I went to a college for a reason, because this is what I studied in college. It's all about music, man. It's the headlines, how things work, and of course, just taking you a little step further of you could see the industry a little clearer than what some people let you see or want you to see or think that people are interested in. I find more than often than not, a lot of people think fans don't want to know more than what's on stage, and a lot of times they do, and that doesn't just mean someone's personal life. That means like I want to know how a record was laid down, kind of thing. So with that said, why keep stalling? We've got people watching all over. We got over 60 people watching in real time. That's pretty awesome. I'm just gonna bring him in right away. Good friend of mine, Mr. Logan Henderson. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man?
Hey. Okay. You. How is it possible that even like when we're not together in the same room, you still manage to outshine me? You got like the better background, and
I don't think so, man. I'm in a good little studio space right here, and I'm having a good time. Still kind of just keep my spirits up during this quarantine time and keep it safe. And yeah, I'll do a favor for you anytime.
I'm glad that you actually opened on that. Obviously, we want to have fun. We want to have a cool conversation. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
But,
what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a nice Merlot.
Okay, I like that.
I like to trick people into thinking that I'm fancy.
Moscow Mule. So.
Oh, Moscow Mule, nice. Did you make it yourself or was it pre-made? Be honest.
No, I made it myself. Got to.
Okay.
I'm very specific with my ginger. Like the ginger has to be very spicy. It has to be a very like deep ginger, and that's what I have in here.
See, I agree with you, but if it was left to me and my own devices, I would take like a ginger fruit candy, like a gummy, and put it in there. Like, it works. Yeah, that's fine. It's like a Soho house, basically.
Totally.
But yeah, I want to touch on, obviously there was quite a few things that caused you and a few of your friends to go viral this week. But before we get to that, the reason for it was a video where you were just telling fans and friends and family members alike, do your best to stay healthy, both physically, mentally, stay sane, stay safe. What are you doing to kind of get you through everything right now?
It's a little hard for me. I love kind of moving around, and I'm somebody who, even at dinner time, if it's a really long dinner, I get very antsy, so I usually have to like excuse myself, go out and go do something, because I can't really sit still very well. But I'm working out still. For the first few days, I was like, let me just eat whatever I want. So it's like pasta for every meal. And I just was like, you know what, I really need to keep myself healthy. It's important for me to work out. It's always been something that's kind of held me down, especially being on tour. Yeah. You have to keep yourself physically fit. So doing my workouts with my trainer, who's actually done online classes for free. And he's such a saint for doing that, because I know it's not easy, but he does 2 classes a day, every day for free. And it's online. So I do those. And I've been actually writing more music now than I was whenever I was in LA doing sessions. So I'm doing a lot of music still, and taking up a few hobbies and other things that I don't normally do, which is kind of work on piano, work on guitar, and watch all my favorite shows.
Yeah. What are those shows right now? We got to know. What are you binging?
Well, I finished Mindhunter. So that's I know I'm a little late to the game, but I finished Mindhunter. I love that.
A little, it's fine.
A little late, I know, but I just
there's this really cool show called Friends.
Yeah,
have you ever heard of it?
Catching up on a few of those too. No, but Mindhunter, I just met one of the lead actors in it named Holt, and he was such a nice guy, and I had never really heard of Mindhunter, so he told me about it, and I watched it, and obviously the guy is amazing, and I fell in love with the show, so that one's great. And then I'm doing some old classics. I'm going through all the Star Wars again, because my girlfriend had not seen. She's from the UK, and I'm pretty sure they have Star Wars everywhere in the galaxy, but she didn't have that. So we're going back and watching all the Star Wars.
Honestly,
Yeah.
So how? Okay, that just seems like such a daunting undertaking. I think this is a really good reason of why we get along in social settings. Is you and I both have very like we don't like to stay place, same bar at the same time. We don't like to stay at the same party. Like you've got to move around. You got to have a lot going on. So to have the undertaking of not only doing quarantine and getting through that, but sitting down and watching I don't even know. I'm gonna get blown up here, but is 7 Star Wars? 8, 9, 11, 48?
Is it 3 for each? So 3 in the so 3's 9 of them, right?
You're asking them.
I think it
was like until last year that I was like
the episode 1 generation, and then 3 of the original saga. So I think our trilogy. So I think it's 9. We'll find out. We're still watching. We're still going through.
We were the wrong guys. So like my best friend, by the way, is like the biggest fan and would be freaking out right now.
Yeah, I'm such a nerd, but details like that, I don't know.
I'm a tech nerd though. Like I am equally nerdy about things, so I can appreciate it. It's just like for me, it's camera, lenses, audio production, that kind of thing. You know?
Totally.
Yeah. Speaking of audio production, you know, we got on the phone. We got to catch up just a little bit earlier this week when you were so gracious to actually agree to do this.
Yeah, man.
And I want people to know I did not blackmail Logan Henderson. I could have. I did not. But no. We were catching up just a little bit, and you were saying that I don't know how much you can say. You were diving in and out of sessions, and you're getting some music done, some writing done. So how soon until we get a chance to hear that or see what that is?
I just got an okay from one of the tracks that I have with an awesome feature that's just a little bit different. It's a little bit darker. I wrote the song not too long ago, but I really love the song, and I played it on tour, so people were able to hear it, and they've been asking me for it, so I can finally give that to them. And then I have another few songs that I just want to release now that we're kind of in quarantine and everybody's staying in one place. Like, this is the perfect time to listen to new music, find out new artists, and I'm doing the same. So I want to give as much music as possible. And I'm diving into something a little bit different musically than I have been in the past. And I like to write music that follows my life. And right now it's just, you know, even though it's a tough time for us, I'm really feeling positive about everything and knowing that things will get back to a great place. And so I want the music to kind of cheer people up and be kind of an anthem for getting well and getting better again.
That's awesome. For a second, I thought you were just going to stop with I'm trying something different. And I was about to light you. I'm like, oh, cool. You're going to do like country symphony orchestra. Like, awesome.
Dude, I've been listening to country all day today. So
it hits different, though. It hits different, though, in these situations.
I have to. It's inherent.
Yeah. You're in Vegas right now, yeah?
Yeah, Vegas.
Yeah, very cool. What's the weather like? I mean, this might be – I hate myself for this conversation already, but I'm curious.
Yeah, so I've been spending most of my time in Vegas. I'm actually in LA right now.
But, okay. You just left. All right, got it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just actually got here today. So right before this, I just unpacked the truck and everything. So
oh my God.
I was in Vegas. Vegas is amazing. It was really hot. It was like 90 degrees. So it was perfect weather. And I live really far away from the Strip. And it's beautiful hiking. And so it's good for me to kind of have my own space and be creative and do whatever.
Yeah. Now you're back in LA. Awesome.
I'm back in LA. You got to be very, very careful, extra careful.
Right. Listen, we have a lot of things to talk about, but I think I'm gonna get blown up in this chat if we don't at least address it. I know you can hold your own, so you're gonna dodge as necessary.
Hey,
but there was a video that went up this week that caused not just rushers to lose their mind, but it trended across the internet worldwide. So let's take a little clip right here.
What's up, everybody? It has been a minute. It's been a hot minute since we've all been together, but we wanted to come together and.
Sorry.
Truthfully, how long was it? Best estimate since all 4 of you were on a video chat of any kind.
It's been a long time. A long time. I mean, there's been periods of time where I haven't even seen, Carlos, for instance. He's had 2 kids. I still haven't even met them yet. Because he lives in Hawaii, so it makes it very hard to all keep in touch and keep in contact. Everybody gets very busy, and so it was such a beautiful chat to really say hello, see how everybody was doing, and get in touch once again. I mean, this is the perfect time to do that with people that you haven't talked to in a while. Check up on them, and those guys are brothers for life.
That's awesome. I mean, and that's something that I think is kind of happening. Not just if you happen to be in big time rush or not, but a lot of people are reconnecting with people that you traditionally wouldn't keep up with on a day-to-day basis, not necessarily because you don't want to, but life hits different. You have a lot going on. It's kind of tunnel vision sometimes, and I guess a silver lining of all of this pandemic that's going on is it's causing a lot of people to appreciate the connections they have and reconnect in some chances and instances too.
You could be right, more right on point, man. That's for sure.
Yeah. We'll come back to the video. I'm not letting you off that quick, but speaking of. besides the obvious, have you gotten the chance to kind of catch up with some other people you haven't talked to in a while, or collab potentially?
I've done a few collaborations. You know, there's still people that I haven't talked to during this time, which I need to. I'm trying to think. You know, I've kept pretty private so far because I've been on a good kind of roll with the music and making that. So I don't know. I mean, you know, this is part of the inspiration right here is catching up with you and doing this. And yeah, I've got a few more people to check off the list before I'm done.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of well timed too. You know, I didn't hit Logan up just because of the show or this. It was actually a different text conversation that we don't need to.
It was needed. Yeah,
that was last week. But yeah, it's wild, man, because you kind of do go in and out of waves. I'm not saying you specifically, but just our industry. You know, when you're doing your promo runs or you're doing your concert runs or even just catching up with friends that are also performing and doing their thing. I mean, I'm not an artist, but we're in the same world where, you know, I've seen you around radio stations and TVs and shows and whatnot. And then you kind of, it gets thrown at you. And then because it comes so fast and there's so much gets packed in and there's so much travel, you know, it's really easy to kind of hide from the world for a second.
Absolutely.
For your own mental sanity. Because, I mean, it wasn't last summer. It might have been last winter that I think you and I were seeing each other like every other week in a different city.
Those radio runs were crazy. So it's like, yeah, it was great because it was like, oh, come over here. And then I'd go hang out at MTV. You're there, like New York, you know, you pal around and see everybody depending on, you know, the bar crawl that you do later that evening. So it was great. But now, yeah, the isolation is very weird. And I can very much get sucked into it. You know, social distancing was a word that I just was like, I can't practice this anymore and do it like self-celebrating instead of like self-distancing because I really did kind of, you know, mentally distance myself from people. So yeah, it's important to be with people.
What's the I don't want to use the word lame as derogatory by any means, but like I've gotten really into searching for puzzles on Amazon. I haven't bought any.
No,
I probably won't. But what's like the most like cliche, I'm an old man alone thing that you've gotten sucked into during quarantine?
I mean, puzzles is one of them, but
Is it really?
My family loves puzzles, and so I don't ever do puzzles. It's just not my thing. But I did do a couple of puzzles with my girlfriend and my family, and we actually did a pretty decent job. But we have a couple dogs, and we noticed that like as you get towards the end, you're like, okay, where's the last piece? That's like the biggest thing, and it's like, you know, a chewed up piece from my little, you know, wiener dog that was like, oh, this looks great. And so putting it on the last, you know, really kind of that's the kind of thing that like completely breaks my spirit. And it crushes me as a human being. So I just was like, I give it the puzzle game. I'm trying to think what else. I cook a lot. So I'm doing a lot of cooking. I don't know if that's old or not, but if it is, then I'll gladly be an old man. But I'm cooking a lot of food.
Yeah, I don't know if that's old, but I think it's just something that you have to, you're either beyond into, so you make it part of your daily routine, or, you know, we love doing it, but again, we move around a lot, so being forced to be in the same place, you know, I've been cooking a ton more, and I've been very fortunate I got into quarantine with my family, as you did as well. What's your signature dish? What is the Logan Henderson special?
Anything on the grill. I do a lot more vegetarian because I have friends and stuff that are vegetarian, so I've learned to kind of expand and do better with those kind of dishes. But you know what? If like I'm from Texas, so like ribs, barbecue, smoked steak, and chicken. It's like you got it. Like anything you want. Even if you're a pescatarian, like fish, I got it down.
You're all over.
Yeah,
for sure. Let's bring it back real fast then, because these comments, man, they're wild. By the way, people are very happy that you're here. So
that's good, man. I'm happy to be here. I want to see these comments. Maybe it's better I don't see them and you just throw them in.
They're all positive, I swear. I mean, you can pull up YouTube separately, but we'll leave the video up. I'll send you the link so you can see it later. Everyone's saying hi. My mom's in here. She just said hi.
Oh, I love your mom. Tell her I said hello.
My mom and Logan's mom had like a wild connection. I think it was at your show. Was it the Gramercy?
I think it's because they're so sweet. Like they're such sweet moms.
They're sweet stage moms.
And also, you know what? Like you can't deny it. You and me are mama's boys. Like that's just the way it is.
It is. It's true. Mama's boys all day. Let's get back to it for a second, and then I'll stop touching on it. But this is the part of video. Okay, so you know it's awesome seeing you guys together. And it was even more incredible, you know, that it was for a good cause and you guys were just preaching, you know, really positive mentalities and advice. But this is the part that's kind of got everyone thinking.
And who knows, a lot to look forward to at the end of this. See you guys soon.
Yeah. All right. Love you guys.
Bye.
There's a lot to look forward to at the end of this. Mr.
I think
Henderson.
there is a lot to look forward to at the end of this, which is being able to leave your house. Yeah, I mean, what do you want to know?
Is there a potential for an in-person reunion of sorts? I'm not even gonna say, I'm not gonna go off the wall like some of these One Direction rumors or whatnot, but is
A lot
there
of
a
One Direction
potential?
rumors.
Yeah, a lot of rumors out there.
Yeah.
Is there a potential? I'm wording I want to maintain our friendship and my professionality. That's not even a word, but I'm professionalism.
Right.
Ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a potential for you guys to meet up in a public setting once all of this kind of clears up?
I would be okay with it. I think it might be pretty nice. I don't know at the moment, but you know what? I think like now more than ever during this time, it has at least reminded me that life is really short and things can change within the blink of an eye, just like that.
Right.
And I think that you know what, we have it's an amazing friendship, amazing brotherhood, and you know what, we've enjoyed talking to each other and catching up recently, and that's kind of all I got right now. We take kind of things a day at a time, so I would love to see those guys again.
I will take that answer. That was more than I was expecting. So thank you for that. Logan, you know, I know you're busy, man. I know you just got to LA and you're trying to get a lot of things straight right now. So we're just going to go ahead and jump straight to story time.
Now this is a story.
So we officially first met. Dude, it is such a blur. I'm sure it is for you too. Because it kind of went from like I did no idea like who you were other than Logan Henderson to like, oh shit, like I know him very well. We're talking, we're communicating, we're at a lot of events together. And I think I traced it back. It was South by Southwest in Austin. I'm pretty sure that's when we first met officially because it was through Brent, our friend Brent. Yeah, and we were at the Party People show, and then we linked up after that. I got back from London, but yeah, the outdoor spot, yeah, because Max and Ryan were there, and then that's where we linked up and went to some of the parties after that. But then I think what would be fair to pinpoint is like, okay, you know, we're not just industry friends. I consider him a friend. Was a mutual friend of ours, or actually mutual friends of ours, Brent and David, had an Airbnb in LA, and I happened to be in LA at the same time, and found out that the Airbnb I was at was very close on Google Maps to their Airbnb. So, you know, we all went out to dinner, we went back to their place. They kind of had like a really nice, I don't want to call it a party, but like there was a great group of people there. Some of the guys from Telecast were there, and we were all just catching up, talking music, drinking wine or whatever it was. Yeah. Oh yeah. We need that needs to be a post-quarantine setting for sure. But I remember there was a point, and I'll out myself here, that I may have had a few adult beverages, and I was raving about my aunt, my godmother, who lives in LA. She owns a restaurant, and she has an amazing boutique restaurant. And she has this Parmesan bread, and I kept saying, like, dude, you gotta try it. And you were very agreeable. I'm like, dude, I'll try it. Let's go get it. I'm like, hell yeah. So I look up on Google Maps, like, just how far my Airbnb that I was staying at is from the place that we're at. And on Google Maps, it says like 0.18 miles, which I'm living in New York. You travel a lot. We're both like, we could walk that. That's nothing. And, oh, Logan's gone. Oh, yes, thank you. Sorry, my mom just popped into the studio
it's like, here we are.
to tell me I was missing a cue. Oh my gosh, thank you. It's okay, he didn't say much.
See, that's what our mom's for.
That's what moms are for.
I had no idea. I was like,
it's okay. I'm heavy-handed with the telling the stories here. All you're seeing is Logan is agreeing with everything I'm saying. But we saw that this house was maybe 1.18-ish miles. We're like, we can walk that. Totally.
Easy.
Yeah.
We didn't look at how many floors, how many stories.
We didn't look at the elevation of the Hollywood Hills because I didn't realize the house that we were at was like directly above the house I was at. So yeah, it was only 0.18 miles.
I wanted to throw up. I wanted to throw up everywhere. It was the worst.
It was, I'm a best estimate 650-foot elevation, like
absolutely
of this hill that's like this. And I mean, we both clearly remember this, so we weren't like far gone or anything, but we had a couple beverages, and we just came back from sushi. So
yes,
it was like not the situation you wanted to be in.
No, but thanks to you, we burned all that sushi off.
I don't know if it was me. Our other friend Drew was with us, and I think he was more the one that was
Let's
like,
blame it on him. Let's blame it on him.
I'll give him the credit because at one point you and I are walking up that hill like this is it. Let's just knock on someone else's door.
I'm there for
It's
a workout.
the hills.
After dinner and that late, I was just like, nah, not today. But we
And
did it. We got through it. We're still alive.
Yeah, it wasn't early. Like we already went to a late dinner, and LA's not a late town in general. You know,
Yeah.
most things shut down by 10, 11.
Absolutely.
This had to be best estimate 12:30 or 1.
Yeah.
That we're just trying to hike up this hill.
I'm glad you remember that. That's great. Yeah.
That counts as a workout, remembering this though, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm done with today. Like I'm moving on to my second drink now, so we're fine.
Perfect. Dude, I appreciate you. I really do.
Absolutely,
I do have one question because I know you're super plugged into like everything that's going on music-wise, and you know, even if you're not fully posting on your own social, I know you're all over the place, keeping track of everything else. What's been your favorite quarantine concert, for lack of a better phrase? Like things that you've seen people come together, collabs, or it's happened, like the Global Citizens Fest. What have you watched?
Yeah, a lot of little collaborations. Yeah, I've had some close friends do some stuff. I know people have released their music. Today, what was I looking at? Cautious Clay released something, and I'm a huge fan of Cautious Clay. Always has some good stuff. You know, I saw this. This is kind of like it's online, but it was also, you know, television. The Disney like recap where they had everybody come in and do the Disney songs. I watched it with my little sister, and so that was a lot of fun. And then
singing along?
I'm trying to watch as many concerts as possible. You know, Travis Scott had his thing online last night.
Yeah.
Or a couple nights ago, wherever it was. So that was cool. It was nice to see that him and Cudi have some new stuff coming out. I'm a huge fan of those guys. So yeah, I don't know. I've tried to get my hands on as much music as possible.
Yeah, the Disney sing along though. I got to know, what was the song that you were singing along to? The loudest.
That's tough. What was one of the best ones? You know what? I think it was the ones from Beauty and the Beast. Sort of the two guys, Gaston and I'm forgetting the name right now.
I want to say Smee, but I know that's Little Mermaid.
That's Peter Pan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude,
again. This is Star Wars all over again.
But the guys who played Gaston and then the one who played his little buddy, like they're actually very talented theater guys, and so I really enjoyed hearing them sing and being like, oh, this isn't just for the movies. Like these guys have real voices, so that was really cool.
All right. Real fast before I let you go, I would get blown up if I didn't get some of these questions.
Hit me up with these questions, man. I'm here.
Yeah. Can Logan do any more Instagram lives anytime soon?
I'll do some Instagram lives, absolutely. Yeah, I think I should. I've been slacking a little bit, but I'll definitely. It's time to go live.
Awesome. Ask him his favorite song that he released, and why is it "Bite My Tongue"?
The favorite song I've released, and then why what?
Why is it "Bite My Tongue"?
Oh, Bite My Tongue was that's a really cool song. I did it with some of my best friends, and was one of my first songs back. And I don't know, there's just something that it's just a good feeling about it. There's something very lonely about it, and there's something very like intimate about it. And I love kind of like the back and forth of that. And one of my favorite songs I've released, I think, is "Pull Me Deep." It'll always be one of my favorites.
I was just gonna say, man, because that's what you performed on TRL when I was hosting. And,
yeah, that was a really cool moment for us. You saw me backstage, and you walked me to TRL, and so that was a really special moment.
That was cool because obviously, you know, it's. I think you'd probably agree, like most awesome artists, that, you know, the song is whatever it means to the person that hears it, kind of thing. But to generalize, it's more of a romantic song. But to me, it was talking about New York pulling me deep as a city. You know, I moved into New York with nothing, with no friends or anything, and so that was just something I always latched onto, and personally one of my favorites. People want to know any collabs. We've already touched that. You can scroll back, or
there'll be some. Just wait.
There'll be some. You know, he's always known to talk to people. This is what I want from you. I don't want a word. I just want a facial reaction. Okay. All right. A BTR and 1D reunion. If that's not a GIF, I don't know what is. And if that's not a better point to end.
There's already a few GIFs of me out there. Just add it to the list of just weird things like.
People want a 5 sauce collab. let's leave it in the ether whether it's Logan Henderson or Big Time Rush. But what do you think of the guys at Five Sauce?
Five Sauce guys are hilarious. I think the last time I saw them was in LA at a Lovely the Band album release.
Love those guys too.
And so, super nice guys, and I think they've joked around about us on their Instagram lives a few times, all in good fun. And they're making some great music right now. Love what they're coming out with, and they're solid dudes. So anytime, man, we would love to even just talk to them. Like I think, they're hilarious, man.
Hell yeah. All right, cool. Last question. We'll just go goofy. What's your favorite dog breed?
Oh. You know what? I will say that I've had more than one dachshund. I just think they're hilarious dogs.
They're just comical to look at.
They're just
they're
funny
fantastic.
dogs. Like, they're so sweet. You can't be mad at them. They're, like, I love dogs that just make you laugh, and so they're great. And then I love Great Danes. I've fallen in love with. So they're complete opposites of each other. I love like a really big dog, and then of course you gotta have the little guy around to make you laugh.
For sure. All right, dude. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. I appreciate you. I'm going to cut it short because I want to hope that the next time there's a big trending moment of the Henderson variety that'll be one of the first calls. Awesome. Brother, I cannot wait till all this ish is over. You and I can link up. We can cheers in person. Logan, I love you, man. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, man. You're killing it. Love you. And all you guys be good. Great to see you.
Appreciate you, dude. So there you go. Logan Henderson. Lots to unpack there. I don't want to fuel any more rumors than what was said. I don't want him taken out of context. You know how I feel about that. So take it for what it is. If you just watched the show for the first time today, guys, I appreciate you. Can't tell you how much it means. We're doing this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Logan's just the beginning. I have a lot of cool connections. If there's someone specific that you want me to get on the show, realistically, don't be like Beyonce. That I might be able to pull some strings, or a lot of us are interconnected. I'll see the best that I can do. Appreciate you guys tweeting, favoriting. There are 73 people watching this, so I expect this video to have at least 73 likes. I'll wait. It's fine. I can't thank you guys enough for the support, whether you're here for Logan, whether you're here for me, whether you're here, hopefully, most importantly, because of the music. I appreciate you, and I will see you on Monday.
We can take this outside.